Welcome everybody. In this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to climb from Unranked to Masters on Malzahar. Malzahar is the best champion in the game to get LP fast, and I've helped countless of players soar through the ranks using this champion. Winning games on Malzahar is about completing two different operations. The first one is Operation 007, and the second one is Operation Shove and Move. We're going to start with Operation 007. The goal is to get towards level 7 with 0 kills, 0 deaths, 0 assists, with the least amount of chaos possible in the game, because our early lane is just not that strong. And starting at level 7, we actually get completely unlocked because our wave clear is through the roof, and we can then use our ultimate to shove and move towards different parts of the map. Now, how do we get to level 7 consistently? By having a good wave set regarding the matchup. If you play versus assassins, you want to be a little bit careful, and you want to either slow push or have the wave a little bit on your side. If you play versus mages and versus other range champs, you want to use offense as defense, hard push the wave in, and force them to respond to your minions so that they can't really poke you. You need good quality wave management to get through the first few levels, but starting level 7, all your wave management worries are out of the window because you just one-shot waves with E plus W plus Q very easily, and you can do whatever you want. So you need to have absolute clarity of your first reset. Your first reset is really important. If possible, try to delay your first reset as much as possible by not interacting with the enemy laner, so that we can then get an instant lost chapter base. If we can get lost chapter at level 7, holy moly, we're freakishly strong. But sometimes there's going to be a little bit more heavy trading, and then you might need to get an extra reset in between. It's just a little bit more messy. So your ability to tether the enemy champion and manage the waves allows you to slow down to lane. So if you're really good at avoiding taking enemy damage by understanding what the enemy champion does, it's going to be really easy for you to stay healthy, get to watch your lost chapter by clearing waves, and then you're going to be in a position where you can just blast the matchup. Now, starting from level 7, Operation Shove and Move, warding and leaning is absolutely crucial. Because what we want to do is we want to then push the wave in, ward and lean towards the side of the map where our jungle is clearing and where the next neutral objective is. And then we can just completely avoid the 1v1 and start to play the 2v1 with our jungle around the next neutral objective. So utilize your push and move and set a place with him. Your ult is one of the most bullshit, it's just bullshit abilities in the game, because you right click someone and they're CC'd for 2.5 seconds. And they can't even do anything about it. Cleanse doesn't even work. It's just crazy. Tenacity doesn't work. This ability is just absolutely crazy. So push and move, Operation Shove and Move, post level 7. You want to identify when the next neutral objective is spawning, utilizing your lull states, the downtime in the game. Maybe when you're moving from base or in between wave, you have a lot of time to think, because you got these waves out so incredibly fast that you can just think about the game. And that is the strength of Malzahar. So now let's take a look at this first example in which I'll be explaining from A to Z how to win games on Malzahar. So, how do we actually win games on Malzahar? We're going to start with Operation 007. James motherfucking Bond. Now, what do we mean with Operation 007? That means that we want to get to level 7 with 0 kills, 0 deaths, and 0 assists. No action in the game, just get towards our wave clear breakpoint at level 7. And at level 7, we are enabled, because we then have so much wave clear, we can push anyone in with an E plus W. And what's going to happen is that we get so much freedom to think about what's actually happening on the map. Now, we see there's some early invades happening. Do we like this as Malzahar? Operation 007 does not say invade the hell out of the enemy jungles. No, that's not what it says. We want to play slow, we want to play clean, we want to play calm. So what we are going to do instead... Oh boy, oh boy. Are we going to help? Let's ping them off. Let's ping them off. Let's bring them off here. Let's not do any invading. Alright, nice hook, brother. So, we're going to get towards our level 7 as clean as possible. We're going to do a nice little early ward here. Not needed. We spot the enemy jungle. And we're just going to chill in the lane. And we're going to play up on the minions, because the minions are our tools to make it that we can play a bit of offensive defense. We're not the strongest trader as Malzahar, because of the fact that... we actually don't have that short cooldowns. Our cooldowns are pretty long. So we're mainly going to try to hit the enemies if they go for last hit. But most importantly, just take it easy, right? Don't hit the enemies too much. And try to focus on your minions as first. Qiyana is not that strong of a champion, level 1 and 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and push the wave, force it to respond to the minions. Put my W down, bam. Get the push out. It jumps to her, it's really, really good. And if she's lower, it's... Well, at the moment I was like, what the hell? If she's lower, it's harder, of course, for her to then all-in me, right? So I'm going to do a nice little ward right here after 2 waves. I'm going to hit this minion, drag a little bit more back. We want to kind of prevent her from all-inning me. That was a nice little interaction by her. Nice little proc of my passive. Ideally, you want to keep that passive up as long as possible. Now, it's not always going to be ideal, of course, but we're going to try. We're going to try to get this wave set out. We got to be a little bit careful here. We're going to need to stand our ground a little bit. This is the worst part of the lane, guys. This is the time of the lane where this Qiyana can deal some real damage. So I got to respect her a little bit here. And wait until I get towards my level 7. I'm going to Q onto the cannon minion. We don't want to lose the cannon minion, of course, guys. It's too much money. And I'm going to try to play a little bit slower. Pop up my potion so I don't die. And I'm going to try to get towards my level 7 and my lost chapter. What happens is if you kill minions with your E, you actually get mana back. So this is really nice for me because it's a bit of mana regeneration. I love this position here. A lot more mana back from me. See how much mana I actually get back? Really nice stuff. I can clear this next minion. And now Diana is topside. We've done a really good job farming. Diana is somewhere there because she cleared bot to top. So we got to be a little bit careful here. This might be happening that there is a bit of an invade or like a fight happening on the Scuttle Crab. Ooh, look at that. We're going to push her off. Very nice. Hey, Twinamir, if this doesn't deserve a honor, then I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Ah, it's so unfortunate my E doesn't spread to the next minion here. So we're going to look to try to get this wave out. And wasn't a good E, well, until she did that. Our Q can extend our E duration, really upgrading the damage. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need any help, brother. I'm a strong, independent Malzahar. Okay, now we are getting close towards our level 6. We're getting close towards our wave clear breakpoint. It's starting to look quite good. What we can do is we can reset here, but we barely don't have our lost chapter yet. So we're going to wait a little bit until Qiyana has pushed the wave out. Now she might be resetting as well, or she's going to try to push this wave in. And we're happy staying a little bit. Look at our HP, look at her HP, you know. It's not the end of the world. And what we can do is we can now look to nuke this wave. It's not spreading to the best minions. Ugh. And we're not really domino wave clearing properly. So the wave clear is a little bit sloppy, but you know, we get it out. We have our mana flow band proccing here as well. Mana flow band is a pretty big deal for Malzahar because if you can get your mana flow band proc earlier, you can be in a really good position where you get more mana. More mana equals more wave clear. We'll do one more wave because the next wave is a cannon minion, right? So we just extend the lane a little bit. We do Q to speed up that wave clear right there. And now we have a perfect reset. And we have basically completed Operation 007 really, really well. So we're going to get a control ward right now because I'm going to feel pretty confident in controlling my push out into a champion like Qiyana who doesn't have that much wave clear. So I'm going to look to push really heavily and I'm going to then look to translate my pressure in the lane towards a different part of the map. So look what I'm going to do right now. Bam, push the wave. Bam, push the wave. Bam, put another one of these voidlings down. Bam, push more minions. And you see how much mana a regen I actually get? And it's really hard for her to now play into me. Now what's actually happening is that there's objectives coming up, right? And it's up to me to decide... Oh fuck, I missed the play. Which objective do I want to play on? Bot or top? In this case, I'm going to go to top. Why? Because my jungle is clearing towards top side. Now the next wave is already coming in. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to hard push the wave again. Same story. Now, I don't know what the fuck's happening on bot lane, but that does not look too good. We have our passive propped off, but that's okay. I'm a little bit unfortunate about losing the plate, but it is what it is. And we got some more vision towards bot side right now. Pinging the boys that I want to do the grubbies with my push. And you see, that we're not really beating the enemy laner by beating them, but we're beating the enemy laner by having more push than them. And there's not really anything that he can do against it because it's a Qiyana. So we push this wave in here as well. And now we can do whatever we want. We've got a vicious setup. So now it's fine for us to start hitting the turret a little bit maybe. Do a little bit of poking. It looks like we get ganked by the Morgana. Hey! That's some bullshit, by the way. And we just have to trade kills here. As unfortunate as it is, the fact that my flash got in a turret there was just rather unlucky, man. I was just unlucky, man. It is what it is. Anyways, we're going to go for a Black Fire Torch. Black Fire Torch is a great item on Malzahar. Another great item on Malzahar is Malignance, depending on what you prefer. I like myself some Black Fire Torch because it really helps you with the wave clear. And, you know, trading kills like this, it's not the end of the world. I'm not a big fan of how he's managing my wave. How about we don't do that? Just let her push it. She's always going to push it because she's going to try to reset. And then what we're going to look to do is we have a new controller. We're going to look to control the lane again. Now, when you don't have R as Malzahar, you're not strong. So you don't really want to fight. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to look to push this wave. And this guy has no mana. He can't play the game, you know. So what I'm going to do right now is do this. And poke him. And make him sweat for being in this position. I'm not sure what's going on in bot lane, but the moment I have ult, I can consider helping them again. If I cancel a reset, what is she going to do right now, right? She's stuck in lane forever. She can't play the game. So this is really good. We're going to keep her in this locked up position. And the longer I can keep her there, the better it's going to be for me. So what I want to do right now is I want to now start doing some objectives. I got a lot of push. So the moment my ult comes up, I want to do some neutral objectives together with my jungler. So let's start doing the dragon. Maybe we can stack some dragons, you know? I think we push the enemies out of bot lane. So stacking dragons would be really nice to do. I'm going to help him, but I want to push one more wave on mid so I don't lose any minions on the back end. And I am not beating the enemy laner by, crazy mechanics or anything like that. The way I'm beating her is by fundamentals. Malzahar fundamentals to be precise. It's just an OP champion. And we can roam bot lane right now because we have ult up. Hook that bitch. Very nice free kill. Oh, that's another free kill. For a moment I was like, he's gonna steal my kill. Good job! We are now getting super rich. Please don't let these minions hit me. It is what it is. I'm gonna TP mid now. We get this, and we're gonna now move towards our next item. So we unfortunately did not get the chance to get a control ward. But we're getting into a pretty decent position here. Maybe I can hit her with the E. No problem. Instantly back to hard pushing the next wave, guys. And maybe we can do the grubbies right now. The grubbies is the next objective. We now have our Black Fire Torch. We are going to be pushing these guys in on cooldown. And we're going to be able to get the neutral objectives with the priority that we're going to be getting with that. So we're going to go straight back to mid. I'm not intending to fight this Qiyana at all. I just want the push out into the grubbies. That's all I want. That's all I want to do. So, Tryndamere, hurry the fuck up, brother. Diana is bot lane. We can now do the grubbies. We're just poking her a little bit. We don't want to get too close because we might just get engaged upon. Tryndamere is popping some full clears here. Shit, Tryndamere. Let's help our brother out. Very nice. And we only do that after we push out the wave, right? We don't want to lose any minions. No. We're not losing anything. Prioritize your farm, guys. 10 CS per minute. This is the perfect 10 CS per minute champion. Looks like Kiana's got vision in that bush. Well, we'll remember that. So we got the next objective right now. And this is going to make our entire team quite strong. So we're just going to take ourselves a nice little reset because there's no objectives up. The wave got pushed out. I got a lot of money and I want to get myself a new control ward. And then newly create a site where I can ward and lean upon. So I don't get myself Morgana again. You know, that was fucking annoying what he did there. Now look at my Mal fight. These grubbies make him clap the tower a lot harder. So we've completed Operation 007. We now got our Blackfire Torch. We're really strong. What's the next operation? Shove and move. We are one of the best shove and move champions in the game. Push the wave, then move towards a different part of the map. So we're going to do a little bit of warding. We're going to maybe grab up this plate here. Beautiful. We're going to probably get a new ward in here. So we get a little bit of deeper vision. Now look at that. We find a pink. Ooh, enemy support is a demon for that one. Now, if she tries to fight me, right? Alright, this enemy support does have her target set on my lane. That is okay. We were forced to blow flash like that. That's fine. We might be able to get the first turret here. If we are going to be lucky by pushing. We got to be a bit careful for the enemy Diana, of course. So, am I going to gamble it? I like gambling. I like gambling a lot. I'm a bit of a gambling addict, so we're going to gamble it. And the 3 groups really help with this. And the reason why I kind of want to send it here is because of the fact that we have the 3 grubbies plus the feeds, you know. And I really value the feeds. I really want the feeds. If they get bot tower here, you know, it's not like they will instantly get it, but them getting bot tower means that we don't really get the feeds anymore. Yo, this Morgana needs to chill. How does she even know I'm there? This guy needs to chill. Alright. Now, what we identify, moving from base, we have a lot of time to think about the game. What is the next objective is what we gotta ask ourselves. We can play Dragon, we can play Rift Hell. It doesn't really matter. We need another objective for the feeds. Now, what I actually think we should do is, I think we should play the Rift Hell. Why? Because our bot lane is completely running it down. So if we're going to be playing Dragon right now, there's a high likelihood we're going to lose the fight. Because the enemy bot lane is actually quite strong. So what I want to do right now at this position. Gift, brother. Hello! 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 What is he doing? Just go to Rift, man. I got full prio. Ah! Come on! We got him! We got him, boys. We got him. Okay, Diana is moving. Can I, like, kill her here? We got our E plus W off before we ult. And that allows us to kill her. Very nice. You see the power of Malzahar? If the enemies are running towards you, you are having such an easy time dealing your damage. Now I gotta be a little bit careful because Kiana might just one-shot me. So I gotta wait for my passive to come back up. Stand a little bit further back. And I also don't know where its Morgana is. The Morgana might do some crazy shit as well. Alright. And we got the wave out. Beautiful stuff. We're gonna get pushed to the next wave as well. And top lane seems to be winning. So we have a very clear strong side and weak side. We have a side of the map that's winning. And we have a side of the map that's not winning, to say it lightly. So we just play around our strong members. And we're going to be winning some more as well. Now Ashe is going to go mid. Okay, Ashe is going mid. Very nice, Ashe. Good job. And because of the bot lane tower falling, the lane assignments now swap up. So we're going to swap up the lane assignments. And I'm going to go into the side lane. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Operation, shove, and move. What I want to do is I want to play on my move timers. So this is not a move timer by me. I'm not porting in late. I'm the carry. I need my team to play with me here. So I'm just going to push out waves. Get myself some plants here. We love nature. Now. This is a double kill. How do I know that there was a double kill right there? Because I'm insanely fat. I'm super, super fat as Malzahar. And one thing I should have done, I should have probably not like played this deep and got myself in this position where I could like get killed like that. But all I needed to do was either hit the Diana with my ult before she ulted, or I need to ult after she ulted. Both situations are fine. Because what happens is that the only way I lose is if my ult gets cancelled by the Diana ult. That's the only way I lose. Or like Morgana stun. Oh no. This is a pretty awkward lane assignment. So I'm going to keep my TP up right now. And what I'm going to do... Do I TP ball? No, I don't have ult. No R, no play, guys. That's how it goes. Nice try. I don't want my team to play without me having ult as well. So I'm just going to now push top. I'm going to ask for hover from the Tryndamere. And we can potentially take T2 top here. Garen is very scared of my Malzahar, as he should be, by the way. We can now take T2 top because it's 2v1 and we got 3 grubbies. Plus all my voidlings, you know? I need him to hit. You have ult, Tryndamere, you have ult! Your ult button is ready! That's fine. Now we gotta be careful of Qiyana not killing me here. So we're just gonna reset, get my Rylai's Crystal Scepter. And we're now gonna play on the Atacam. Unfortunately I lost Flash. It is what it is. The lane assignments are a little bit all over the place here. So we're gonna try to make sense of this chaotic position. And we're just going to push top, simply put. We're going to push top, force them to respond to me, and then the moment they respond to me, I can potentially create a number advantage play. That's kind of the thing that you want to do here. Push a wave, force the enemies to respond. And I'm going to do that on top. If Garen matches me with heal, it's fine. I beat him. Right? And what I can do then, is I can then look to TP down, create a number advantage, do something like that. I'm now gathering information. Hey, where is everybody? Trying to check out if I can keep pushing or not. So I'm going to look to hit a little bit here. I'm going to do a nice little E onto the Garen. It looks like the enemies might be collapsing onto me on top side right now. Because I lost track of them. So unless I spot them again, I can't really push up. It is Morgana is being a little bit of a bitch with her roams. I knew she was coming. Hey, and that's the power of Malzahar. We just farm up 10 CS per minute. That's all we do. We just clear waves. We're not outplaying anyone. 10 CS per minute farming. And then we just turn that into a nice little kill, because it's just really simple. And we get cannon. Bingo. We're going to now take the tier 2 top, the tier 2 mid, and then we can do the Atacam on bot side. Look at that. Push and move, push and move, push and move. That's the plan. I see what you're doing there. Well played. Well played, Diana. That's well played by Diana. Now, how do I solve this position? That's a really good play by the Diana. Bush camping me. There. I just did the same to Garen, so I can't complain. That was so smart by her. How do we fix that the next time? If you queue the bush, you will be able to see the enemies in the fog of war. So next time, I should Q the bush instead of disrespecting it. And then I can just push for free, you know? Because it can spot the enemies, because Q gives vision. Now, we still want to play around the next neutral objectives right now. And as Malzahar, you generally like to get Magic Penetration. Magic Penetration is quite a good stat on Malzahar, because it helps you with the burns from your items. It helps with... Where did Naughty go? Naughty, where did we go? I saw Naughty fly straight to the moon, dude. Fuck, I need to go mid, don't I? Is this guy dead too? He's dead too. That's okay. Gotta make sure to not get hit by their CC. And push mid. As long as they don't do Otacon, I'm really happy here. I think Kiana might still have ult. So we're doing base defense really well. It's good that I recognize that I had to go mid here. Now the reality is, if my AD carry would have been strong, I would have given her the farm here, you know? But she isn't. So I'm taking it. It's hard for me to play, because we kind of want the pushing out waves at first. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to maybe collapse onto the enemies here. This should be playable, actually. This should be really free. Nice. Good collapse. We're gonna Q for the slow, E for the slow, and keep ult as long as it's not necessary to ult. And now we can do the Otacon. Gonna. Tryndamere. Now the only thing I need to do is prevent her from killing the thing. Please kill it. Oh my god, it's too funny. Okay, so what's next, guys, right? What's the next play here? Malzahar is a really good team fighter, a really good front-to-back team fighter. So what I want to do is identify the next neutral objective to play around, set up vision, ideally have my team around me. Wink, wink, Tryndamere, if you watch this. Right? Play with the Malzahar. And then play objective, let them come towards me, and it's easy for me to deal damage towards them. Go Baron. I carry. Truer words have not been spoken. Okay. We're gonna play on mid prio here. Force them to respond to waves. And we might then shift into top. She got the T2 bot. I'm not too happy with that. How did everyone die? I'm gonna get T2 top, because that shit makes me filthy rich. Are they on Baron? Probably not, right? It is. Morgana has got some moves, dude. This Morgana is very annoying. Now, the key to these late game scenarios, guys. What's the key to these late game scenarios? Mid lane push. So what I'm going to do right now is go mid and keep this wave pushed forever. That's my job right now. Mid push into vision control. Okay, easy. I carry. Play with me. Push mid. That's all we have to do. Kill that bitch. That is not legal, by the way. She's dead. Now we're gonna push mid. Because once again, the key to these late game scenarios is mid push. Oh, which there's a bit of fighting happening there. That's fine. This is my fight. Beautiful kill. As I said, this is my fight, baby. Malzahar time. They were running into me. Free Baron. Well played, Malp. And me! What about me? What about me? You too. We can't end, boys. Well, maybe we could have ended. I'm not sure. My bad. Maybe we could have ended. It's too risky though. Maybe we could have ended. Maybe we could have ended. I was chatting a bit too much with the Trinity. Now I'm full build, okay? The things you do at full build, guys, they are not for below 18 players, you know? You can only see this shit if you're older than 18. Once again, the key to these late game scenarios, mid push, alright? So keep pushing mid. Force them to respond to waves all the time. You have them responding to waves, you're in a really good position. Gonna do a bit of warding. We can pretty easily secure the dragon here. Even though that Ashe is dead, I'm so strong that I can basically do whatever I want here. So, the key is once again mid push. Look how early I'm at these minions here, just to push them in. See? The wave pushes itself. I'm poking them right now. My poke. Oh, look at that poke. We can now play the Baron. Due to face check. Where are we going? Look that bitch. Oh! I gotta make sure to not get Diana engaged upon. I'm vulnerable. Okay, big play, Mal fight. Good props. Props to Mal. Maybe we can even end here. Yep, this might just be an end angle. I slightly mispositioned into the Kiana ulti. You guys want to see an outplay? The outplay of the century is coming. And that's Malzahar 101, guys. You got it right here. Free Elo! Who's ready for some more educational Malzahar gaming? We're going to be playing versus Akali in this game. And once again, we're going to be utilizing Operation 007. We're going to get towards level 7 without kills, without deaths, without assists, and with as much farm as humanly possible. So, we're going to chill in the lane, right? Akali is a pretty strong trader. Want to be a little bit careful. Want to take our distance from her. We don't want to get too close to her. And we just want to eventually get to the point where we can just push her in for free and then look to make plays with my jungler on the map. That's like the goal for the lane. A few things to note here. The threat on the enemy team is quite high. They got Alistair that can jump onto me, which is quite good, of course, into my passive. We got Akali that can jump onto me. We got Nocturne can jump onto me. Queen can jump onto me. They've got some jumpers, you know. We gotta be a little bit careful. Now we spot the Akali right here. That is already totally fine. Hey, 1-0. 1-0. That's some mental damage that I did there. And we're just gonna look to play the first few waves quite slow. Because we don't really want the wave to get stuck on her side. Because if that happens, we're in a position where we might get frozen upon. And that's pretty bad. So we're going to hit her once to drag the main slightly back towards my side here. Now these minions died at the same time. That was a little bit unlucky. It's okay. I'm just going to kind of freeze the wave here. I'm going to thin it out a little bit with a Q there. And you see that this wave state for me is just a really happy position. She can't really do much. I'm going to try to keep the wave as long as possible here. It's a bit of a wave management minigame. That way she can't really trade onto me, you know. We're going to hit her a little bit. In the meantime, she's got D-Shield second win. And the truth is, when you're playing Malzahar, you're not going to get through D-Shield second win. Impossible. You don't have enough damage. Your cooldowns are too long. Your damage is too low in the early game. What we do have is we do have the power to eventually start clearing waves. So as long as we just play the wave management minigame and get towards the 007, we're in a really happy position. I can now maybe fake pressure a little bit here. She's a bit scared, maybe. Not really. I don't want this minion to just randomly die, so I'm just going to do that. And it's also going to tank the minions temporarily. You see, I'm just freezing. It's so easy. We're just freezing right here. Keeping 1 or 2 minions alive, it's all I need to do. I'm going to ping the boys a little bit. Oh, damn. Oh, that's down to the freezing, right? Yeah. My bad. That's because she had the level 1 ward. I did not expect Akali's to do that, bro. Hey. I know it can happen. My bad. I was explaining how to get to 007, and Akali did a bit of magic. Well played to her. All right then. It's fine. We're gonna need to be a little bit careful here. We don't want the wave to kind of get stuck on her side. This Akali found some strategies, dude. Unbelievable. Let me do that. Nice. Buy a little bit of my space so he doesn't get ganked upon by the Akali again. I'm gonna slightly thin out the minion wave here, because I don't want the minion wave from her to just like crash for free, you know? If it crashes, it's hard for me to then freeze it. It's impossible to actually bounce back towards her. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm actually gonna do this. Clear this one as well. Clear the next one as well. Just keep it like this, just so I can get mana back. Okay. Akali shows mid, this is good. I really need to get towards my level 7 and then I'm going to contest, you know. Level 6, if I'm farmed, it can also work. I just need to get towards my lost chapter. But usually you reach it around like level 6 to 7. I'm playing Walking Ward her here. I don't want to see if she goes into a side and just kills them, you know. That's not ideal. So what I'm going to do right now is now I've got my lost chapter money. So I'm going to now just look to hard push the wave. And this is going to be the plan for 24/7 right now. We're going to perma push. Good. Now, there's a big chance Akali is bot. Yep. I'm going to TP mid for a little bit of tempo. Akali is a bit of a roamer. We can just see it in the way she plays. I pinged him back, you know. I can't really change that, but Akali got 3 kills right now. It is what it is. Still, shit like this will happen. And I get flamed. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. We're gonna push the pace of the lane a little bit. Now, Akali is fucking strong, alright? So, you gotta be a little bit careful with that. And she can definitely potentially all in me if I'm not careful. So, That is something that has to be on our mind. But we're now... Bro, we're getting a little bit unlucky with some of these minions. We clear that minion so it jumps to Akali again. Very nice. Get them Voidlings. Beautiful. And she's now low energy, so what we're going to do is we're going to push again. And how is she going to stop it? She won't. Out attack, and this is the strategy, guys. This is the shove and move that we're talking about. See what Malzahar is capable of doing? Bam. Onto a reset. Bitch. Mid gap. And we're just gonna look to keep pushing the wave in. Fantastic stuff. Now maybe we need to help Mr. Viego a little bit. Looks like I can't really help him much more than that. Let's take a little bit of a reset right now. How do we get this game not to completely fucking explode before we get to the point of being strong? You know, that's a question we gotta ask ourselves, because... No, good shit. Well played, bot lane. Let's see, maybe Akali's gonna run bot. She's not. Okay. It's good. Well played, bot lane. And we're just gonna do the exact same strategy like we've been doing before. Push. And move. Push the wave. Move. Bam. Push the wave. Just like that. Place down my Voidlings. No problem. I can just use my Q to extend my E duration. Do this. Do this. See how she's struggling? She's struggling. Akali's going bot. I can't change that. I'm so sorry. I can't fight her because I don't have R yet. So Nila dying to Nocturne is pretty good, because that way Akali doesn't get the kill. We at least get a bit of plates here on mid, so we're not unhappy with this. We can't really follow, you know, it's just how it is. Gotta be a bit careful now. Yep, that's what I feared. I'm gonna pop a pot. She just used all her energy, so I'm gonna look to push her in again. A little bit unfortunate that Alistar showed up there. We're gonna need to look for a reset eventually, because of the fact that we are running a little bit low, and without ult, we're actually quite vulnerable to the Akali. So we got the wave out right now, and that means that we can safely go for a reset. Perfect. There's a bit of action happening, you know. It's not really my time and my place to follow up on that, because I don't have R, I don't have flash, I can't really play there. So it is what it is. If Akali moves there, it's fine. I'm just gonna take plates in return. So Akali was pretty low, so it's pretty hard for her to do that. I'm just gonna walk back to mid, get Prio, play off my next ult, and do that. It's the same story, you know. We're just gonna do that, and we're getting there, you know. We're getting our passive real soon. Passive. What the fuck am I saying? We're getting our boots real soon, and boots are really good on Malzahar because they give us move speed, and move speed is an OP stat on us. Now she's using a lot of energy again, and I've got BFT, so what I can do is just hard push the wave again. Very nice. Look at that. Pushed in the wave. Just push the wave in. Just push the wave, guys. Push, push, push. You gotta be a little bit careful here, because she can all-in us with ult, and we might die. She's actually not weak. She's 4 kills, so just gonna go this route. And we're just gonna push the wave in. We're gonna ult her. Why do we ult her here? Normally, you don't really want to ult like that. But because Akali has the potential to roam bot, and I can't really change that, I'm ulting her here to prevent her from doing it. She's now really low, and we ult her for a bit of lane control. Looks like she had TP. Now we gotta be a little bit careful that she doesn't ult me while I don't have R. No, this is her opportunity to get something done. So we gotta wait a little bit until we have our next R again, and then we can potentially play. And in the meantime, we're pushing the waves in. That's all we're doing. She might be playing into top lane right now. And I love that. Now Viego might die. We call that a sacrificial lamb. And he might get really mad and flame me. Right? I should have maybe pinged a little bit earlier. I was a little bit disrespectful with the ping. But it's okay. Like I said, a sacrificial lamb. Look what's happening on mid lane, guys. She's losing the turret. And why is she losing the turret? Because I was pushing. Worth? Well, worth. I'd say that's pretty worth in my book. Look at that. First tower. Bingo. And we're just farming it up. 10 cents per minute, guys. We're not interacting with this guy. We're... You'll need to clear one more wave. Push. And we do the Q onto the casters, because then that happens. Look at that. Perfecto. We're just gonna take a reset here. If Quinn cancels me, she's a bitch. That's okay. Guess what happens right now? Top tower falls as well. Quinn is a bitch, but top tower falls as well. So we're just gonna push the wave again. Same story. Just push. Keep pushing this. Just keep pushing this wave, guys. And we're just gonna do it on repeat. I'm gonna now take a reset because I'm just rich as hell. Then I'm gonna keep pushing the wave again. And again. I gotta ping my team off. Let's not make a play while Akali can be on the move. Oh well, Akali's going top. It is what it is. My bad. I guess I should ping top. So this Akali is finding really good roam angles, you know? We gotta give credit where it's due. Akali is finding good roam angles. I thought she would be moving bot here. She didn't. She was moving top. Now what my job is here is push out mid and then defend top lane. Which is okay, because I can now take the turret. I can take the turret for free. It's not your turret, brother. Yeah. Free turret. Look at that. And I can push one more wave, and we just keep pushing them. No, keep pushing these waves. Keep forcing them to react to my waves. That's all I'm doing. Permanently. Anyone can do this. And then, because we push the wave on top lane so deep, we now get access towards the Rift Herald. Because everyone's responding to the waves. Akali used her W. This is a really easy contest. Even if Akali goes and fights us, it's super free. What I can do right now is potentially TP ball. Not yet. We need rather Ilaoi to go back top again. Then I'll just go ball and gank them. Push, force them to respond, make a play. Push, move. Push, move. Push, move. We get the bot tower now as well. Let's push the bot lane wave, boys. That's not my wave. These guys have been doing well. I'm not taxing their waves. You gotta keep the teammates' mental in check as well, you know? So, what's happening to the mid lane wave, guys? Pushable or not? Seems pretty pushable to me, huh? I got the W off before ulting during my E cost. And guess what? Nice little silence there on the back end. She might just R straight into the Viego. Oh. This guy's got fucking... He's got hopes and dreams. That's what he's got. Oh, nice tie. And now we're low. What we're gonna do? Buy our item. What's the next lane to push? Bot lane. We're gonna TP bot lane. We're gonna push bot lane in now. Why? Because the enemies are dead and we can get the dragon as well. Do we have to do this? No, not at all. Yeah, we just get another kill. And I'm already pushing because we might be able to get the T2 bot right now. We're getting the T2 top. The map is exploding. Why is the map exploding? Because we're pushing every wave. That's what Malzahar does. And look at that. And now we take the dragon, guys. We should not play one more. Sieging tier 3 without Baron or without a clear number advantage is not smart. So just drop the tier 3, get the dragon. What am I doing? Pushing mid. I just gotta keep the waves pushed. That's my job. Just keep the waves pushed. Gotta push the waves. That forces them to respond. And guess what? It buys us time to reset and do whatever we want. Very nice. We're gonna push the next wave. And look what we just bought ourselves. A lot of damage on the Jinx. That's what we bought ourselves. And now we're gonna play for the Attica. And we're gonna reset. And we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this. First drag at 18 minutes. It is pretty crazy, yeah. That's right. Fine. We needed to get a little bit stronger before we were able to contest the drakes. Because Akali was doing some work, you know. Now, we got ourselves a nice reset off, but my team, unfortunately, just died. Now, what we are going to do is, guess what, guys? Push the fucking waves. That should be pretty free kill, no? That's what I mean. Free fucking kill. Push the waves, boys. Next wave is going to be pushed. Botline wave is going to be pushed. Looks like Ilau is taking care of the mid wave. No problem. I'll take care of the botline wave for you. That's a slow death, dude. That one hurts. That's a slow death, actually. Now, where's the next botlane wave? It's right here. So what are we going to do? Push one more botlane wave. Buy ourselves 30 seconds of time. Every wave, 30 seconds. 30 seconds of time. Look how deep this botlane wave is going to get pushed in. And the enemies are getting completely choked out. They don't even know what happens. Because every wave is going to get pushed in. And look at that. We now get our bot turret. Now we have a clear number advantage, right? So it's allowed to do this. I'm just taking the inhib. We're just pushing the minions. There is no mechanical skill required. Just pushing skill. Just push the waves. Just push the waves. Push the waves, ult the enemy carry. This will never be a kill. Push the waves again. E on the minions. W down. Push the waves. Just push the fucking waves. Push some more, boys. Push the waves. Push, push, push. Who is ready for some more Malzahar gaming? We are going to be playing versus Wei in this game. A little bit different than Assassins, but actually a little bit of a stronger mage with more wave clear. And we're going to show how to still do the Operation 007 and do the Operation Chauvin move after reaching our wave clear breakpoint. So, first things first, what we are going to do is we're going to, versus mages, play a little bit more aggressive rather than versus these assassins. Because versus assassins, it's great to have the wave on your side. But versus mages, you don't really want to have the wave on your side because then you're going to get nuked by their abilities. And they usually have an easier time landing their spells when there's no minions around. So I'm actually going to use the strategy that I like to call offense is defense. So I'm going to play aggressive on the wave, force them to respond. That was some quick tethering. And that's going to allow us to basically get control of the lane. Or at least minimize until level 7. So he does a nice QE. Good play, by the way. He's out-attacking a lot. That's why we use a nice little Q to hit multiple minions. It's okay to get hit a little bit, you know, as long as we just get the creeps. And we get the wave out. Hey, 6 out of 6. He got 3 out of 6. Call that worth. Now he might just QE me again. Yep, that's totally fine. And that means that we're going to move a little bit to the side. Unfortunately, we missed that minion. It is what it is. And we're just going to start pushing the wave again. Now, we can use our Q to extend our E duration. And you see that you actually deal quite a bit of damage with that. So offense as defense, guys. We're not looking to kill this guy. We're not actively looking to trade on this guy. We are just looking to push the wave in so that he is having a rougher time with getting abilities onto me. Unfortunately, we can't finish the spread of that E. That's fine. But we're just out-attacking more than he does. And we eventually are going to be able to get our wave in just like that. Look at that. Offense is defense. And our Voidlings proc our mana flow band, which is really good, of course. The next wave is going to come up a little bit closer again. And we're just going to do E into W. We're going to start pushing earlier. Now you see that Wei actually has the ability to nuke our minion wave a little bit faster. So we got to sometimes get a little bit creative with how we exactly are going to push. And you see that I have to use some tricks from the book where I use my E and then I extend it with my Q. That's a really good way of throwing your spell. Now the enemy jungle is currently on top side. So we're going to do a little bit of checking on that. And we're going to look to push again. And I'm just using offense as defense. And it's so hard for him to bully me right now. Even though I'm not a stronger trader, I'm a stronger wave clearer. And this is allowing us this position right here. So we have full move. And our jungler is now able to take the Scuttle Crab. No problem at all. Only thing I expect is a Honor. Okay. That's all I expect. A Honor after the game. And we're going to do the next wave. Push. Okay. He tries to clear my minions. And we just extend our E duration with our Q. And we clear the minions by out-attacking them. Moving a little bit to the side of the lane as well. And you see that we're just getting out and out and out. It's so easy if you can just play the push like that. And we're not really looking to trade with this guy. You know, we're just looking to push the wave in. That's it. If he resets, I don't really care. Yep, he reset. You know what we're going to do, boys. Pushing time, baby. So, push the wave in again. We're going to extend our E duration with the Q. You usually want to do that on... Bro. I didn't get the cannon, so I can't reset on Lost Chapter right now. That's unlucky. It's fine. You know what we're going to do in the next wave, guys? The exact same strategy. We're going to push him in. He's doing such a good job hitting the minions and trying to get all the farm. But our push is just overwhelming him. And I see so many coaching sessions. I do a lot of coaching sessions where players verse Malzahar. And they're like, Tim, I don't know what to do versus push. I understand. It's overwhelming. It's really, really overwhelming. We're going to push one more because it's a non-cannon. And then we have the perfect reset on a cannon minion afterwards. While we're just pushing. That's all we're doing. We're going to get a bit of mana back. Ooh, that's not ideal. Now what happened there wasn't ideal because of the fact that I didn't get that final minion. Do I need to flash? Probably not. I'm probably fine. I still got pots. I was totally chilling. Now I'm gonna need to reset. It's a bit unlucky that that domino wave clear didn't really go the way I wanted to. But it's totally fine. We can look to push this. I'm gonna catch everything in the tower. And we've basically completed Operation 007. We're gonna TP back. We're gonna get a control ward. If we're comfortable contesting the enemy laner. If we're stronger, you get a control ward. If you're not stronger, don't do it. And we're just gonna, once again, push, guys. And since we got so much mana, feel free to just use your spells on the wave. If we can keep him in lane right now, without him resetting, that is really good for me. We're silencing him. Beautiful. And we're going to start warding a little bit towards bot side here. Beautiful stuff. Now Jax is going towards top side. That's okay. We're going to play the dragon. Pretty free. We literally saw Jax go to the top. And I've got full prio. I'm acting like an idiot. And cancelling his base. Once again, keeping him stuck in lane. If he's running in a lane like this, I'm going to get perma prio here, by the way. They're battling against the wave. Okay, we got some LCS spacing here. And in the meantime, we're just getting the Drake. And all I'm doing is just keeping up the prio. It's my job. Alright, just push the wave. Keep this wave locked in the lane. He's going to try to reset again. I'm just going to cancel him again. I'm just completely locking him in the lane. I'm not killing him. I'm just literally lane locking him. And because I've got the infinite regeneration with my mana, I can basically do this. And eventually, you know, we just have to get the kill. Like, we just can't accept him staying in that long. We gotta give him the reset eventually, you know. So, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna reset ourselves in a little bit. And looks like Jax is here. I should have flashed this E, but I'm a greedy pig. That's my bad. Now, this is a game where I'm actually going to feel pretty comfortable going for Malignance. But because I just love Blackfire Torch, I'm still going to go it. Because there's going to be a point where Wei can actually match my wave clear pretty well with just QEing. And Blackfire Torch is going to allow me to just put the E down, snooze, and the wave's going to get pushed anyway, you know. So that's just the power of BFT. We can now play for the Caribbees with my push prio, right? That's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to push. We don't really want to fight without ult, but I don't really need to think that we need to fight. All I have to do is just get up the priority, get my wards out towards the right side of the map, help them a little bit. Keep them pinned in the lane. We're not fighting. The only thing we're doing is just pushing. And forcing them to respond. See? I'm just keeping them out. And then we're going to push another wave. Keep the waves pushed here. Very nice. Now, the next play is going to be again on bot side. So, in the meantime, I'm going to try to get snack and play double 2 with our Caribbees. Oh, a little too much there. That's okay. Look at my top laning. He's completely gapping the shit out of them there. We can even do a bit of poking with our Q right now versus these mages. And we're just going to keep hitting. Does he die? No, he doesn't. And we're going to do the exact same thing again. Or just push. And keep him in the lane. And the moment he resets, he's going to lose another plate. sure what he's doing here. Okay. So what you can do is you can just extend your duration of the E by ulting and by Qing. So what I did there is I Q'd him, he ran at me, I extend the duration, and we get the first tower. That's kind of how Malzahar plays the game. And now we're going to reset. And what we're going to do is we're going to play on the next neutral objective. And what I'm mainly doing is pushing the wave. And the moment they get too close to me, I stand my ground. Especially when the wave's pushed. It's really easy to do that. We're going to get this. We're going to run. And exact same story. Alright. Now, we need to identify what the next neutral objective is. In this case, it's going to be the dragon. So what we're going to do is we're going to push mid. And then we're going to set up for the dragon together with our Kane. So I want Kane to do dragon. So I'm going to ping him on the dragon. I'm going to push the wave. I'm just going to not interact. No, we don't care. We need to stomp this guy. Alright, next wave's already coming in. Great, we're going to push another wave. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. So push this wave as well. And then we're going to move. Push, move, push, move. Kane's going a little bit deep. He's dead, I think. I really want to do the dragon. And what we're going to do again, guess what, guys? Poke him a little bit with the Q. Make them lower. And the next wave, we're going to push it in. Bam. Maybe what we can even do is just do a bit of move action. We're dancing around the vision really well here. Do a bit of move action into bot. Extend the duration of our E. And look at the next mid wave, right? Let's instantly push more. Gotta do some more pushing, guys. Push the waves. Push and move. Push and move. For this wave, we're also going to push this one in. Bam. Push. 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 And I really want to do dragon. As long as no one responds to me, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to eventually need to take a reset. I'm getting quite high on gold. I get the turret. Beautiful. Now let's take the dragon. I made them respond to me. Now I'm going to push out the next wave again. And I'm going to potentially look for a reset. Very nice. And what I want to do now is try to get the bot turret. So I'm going to reset. I'm going to buy my boots. There's my boots, boys. I'm going to move mid. And we're going to rinse and repeat the exact same process. I think Set wins this. Set has been completely demolishing. Ooh. Does he win? It's a nice Leona E. He doesn't win. I'm so strong. But I want to play for bot tower. You don't really want to run into the enemies, as Malzahar. You kind of want to have them run towards you if possible. Otherwise you might expose yourself, get into a position where it's uncomfortable for you to fight. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, right? We got Rift. So bot turret has to wait. I'm going to play Rift first. Push the wave first, play the Rift. And eventually we're going to siege down bot, you know? That's how it goes. Not sure how we got the Rift in this position, but it'll be pretty hard for us to hit the back eye like that. Now, I really like what Seth does here, right? He just ports bot. He just doesn't give a fuck. Let's take bot turret. Seth is just fucking sending it. So, good for him. He's doing a nice job. Now, it looks like Kane's going to defend top. That's fine. What I'm going to do is just push, force him to respond, play the ball. Give him a bit of a stomp. My entire team is doing well. Shifting a bit into bot here. There's no escaping death. And because we want them to respond to us, we're not going to TP top to defend. I don't give a fuck about top lane. I'm making progress. I'm forcing them to respond to me. Yo, look at my Bard. My team is completely fucking astro gapping them actually. Oh my god, Seth, you freak. Let's just get out and let's just do it on the next lane. And just end the suffering, you know. It's not a good game for the enemies. Mid and top lost really hard. Just gonna let the E do the work. We're gonna let it marinate a little bit, you know. I'm gonna buy our next item. And you see that it's still going because it's just clearing these minions. And it actually deals a filthy amount of damage. Now, usually I would say let's play for the next neutral objective, but I kind of want to just push top and push mid and get push prio and just end the game, you know? We don't want to stall games out longer than they need to be. So, the safe bet is going Dragon, of course, but we can probably do a little bit better. We're so far ahead of everyone. Bart smurfing, this guy's smurfing, Kane smurfing, Vayne. You know, it's not an easy game to play Vayne in, but she's doing alright as well. So since bot lane's auto pushing, I'm now gonna look to push mid. I'm gonna need to set up some vision because I don't want to just die, you know. If I die right now, we might run into a position where we can't push at all. I'll play it. E, W, Q, R is the combo, guys. Another combo you can do is E, W, R, and then Q at the end. That's also fine. Both combos work. And the set is like, I don't fucking know, what is this guy even doing? This guy is sending them back to their creator. Very nice. That Q is really fat, by the way. It's very easy to chip people with the Q and poke them. They don't. A lot of people don't understand how fat the ability actually is. Does Karen die? He probably dies. What is Seth doing, bro? We're just gonna end it up here. DPN. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, pretty straightforward game, right? We just overwhelmed them with push again. We just completely overwhelmed them. Nice game. Welcome everybody to the Malzahar Unranked to Masters. We are going to be playing Malzahar versus... Fuck me. Welcome everybody to this Malzahar versus Ahri live commentary. We're going to be playing Malzahar versus Ahri, which is quite an interesting matchup because of the fact that both of these champions kind of want to do a very similar thing. We have a small issue with our cursor, so we're going to try to fix that. And one of the key things to do in this matchup is to look to try to get a little bit of the push. One thing that you kind of want to do is you want to use offense as defense in the lane. Nice little Q there. Okay. Ooh, that's rough. So I had to take the trade there to prevent the minions from crashing. Otherwise, I'd be in a horrible position. We take a little bit too much damage. Pretty bad spacing. We really want to try to get to level 3, because at level 3, we have a lot better wave clear. Okay, good Q by Ahri there. And unfortunately, my E does not spread to the right target. So we're in a pretty awkward position. Our early lane is actually not that strong. And try to bait out their spells here. It's not too bad. Now the wave pushes towards me. Nice Q there. We're eventually going to look to try to take a reset. Nice Q again. And now we can use our W after she used her Q. And we can look to do a little bit of a offensive positioning on the wave here. Not too bad. We don't have to hard push it in. We just want to use the minion wave clear to put a little bit of pressure onto her. I wanted to place my W there to basically deny her the charm opportunity. And we missed the creep. Alright, it's fine. We can just take the reset here. We really want to get towards our lost chapter. And then we're in a really good position. So I think the early one was a little bit too heavy trading for our liking. So we have to take a pretty early reset. The longer we can delay the early reset, the better it's going to be. But it's still fine. Okay. Now Ahri is going to look to TP back. So what I can potentially do is get into a little bit of a prior cycle. Where I can look to push her in a little bit. Queuing her there. To get my mana flow band stack. And a little bit of offensive defense damage. And we now get the wave in. See, there's some interesting stuff going on there. I'd love to help, but I'm not going to. Looks like he traded 1 for 1. Not too bad. Nice dodge. Okay. Get this minion out as well. And since we're going to get multiple points in our E, we're chilling. Really nice W usage to block the charm. And we're doing a fantastic spot just getting through the lane. Even farm into Ahri, we're hard chilling here. We're also winning a little bit of the trades. Decent spacing. She just used her Q. So whenever she uses her Q, I'm pretty free to just use my spells. And we're going to use the Q to finish them off. And it's enough damage to just have them spread from one to the other. And just clear the wave like that. Now the next wave is a non-cannon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in the fog of war right here. She's going to Q the minions. Right. And now I can walk up and do my own wave clear trick here onto the wave. Because her main wave clearing ability is gone right now. Which allows me to just do whatever the hell I want. Okay, she might reset, she might not reset. Both's fine for me. If she resets, she's a little bit earlier back than me. I'm going to lose 1 or 2 creeps more than her. It's okay, because I got lost chapter. And I'm basically just getting through the early lane really, really well. The moment I reach my level 7, with the points in my E, I can push the wave really fast. So I'm in a very happy position here. I am smiling right now. Okay, great. So the main thing both of us want to do is play with our jungle and look to create number advantages. So push prior is going to be very important. That means that we're going to look to push heavily. Oh my god. Okay, nice. We got our flash plus our ult. At this point in the game, I think trading ults is fine. Especially if I get a big chunk for it. Because of the fact that we can turn this into more prio, right? It's all about prio. Looks like Wukong's kind of taking over. My jungle's a little bit stronger. So that's really good for us. Now one of the key things I do not want to do is push in such a way that she can have a really easy time clearing my voidlings. My voidlings are key to my push. So unless if she was heavy contesting me there, I would be really careful. Not too bad. I still got pots, so I don't really mind trading. And it looks like Pantheon just annihilated our bot side, unfortunately. And we're gonna just keep the pressure up on her by pushing the wave in. Just like that. She's probably resetting. We use our Q to extend the duration of her E. She did not reset. She got a little bit of bland. That's smart by her. I'm gonna proc our mana flow band. We got our TP coming up real soon. We're in a really happy position in the lane here. Now, let's see what she's gonna do on this wave. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. Forced the flash there. I did not expect Panty to come from that angle, actually. Oh, he rushed that Q. It's okay. There might be vision up in here. Okay, we get the push prio here. Not sure what's going on in bot lane, but it is what it is. Yo, we better kill that, by the way. Otherwise, we're in a lot of trouble. We're gonna get this, TP back, get this. And we might be able to contest right now if I'm fast enough on my TP push out. Maybe not. If we are not able to contest, that's fine. We can always translate into bot side. Okay, let's translate into dragon here. Might be able to fish for a plate here. You gotta be careful. Oh! Smolder's had enough. It's actually a pretty smart swap from them. Because Smolder counters my creeps. So Smolder is one of the worst matchups you can verse as Malzahar. Because of the fact that he just gets extra stacks off on my creeps. So what I'm going to do is push bot. Match the swap. Really nice macro for my bot lane here. Otherwise, if I would be forced to lane versus Smolder, it wouldn't be the biggest deal. What I would just do is just not use my W. My champ doesn't do anything here anymore, so I'm just gonna push the wave. I had a really good ult, so the reason I ulted Ahri and not the Thresh with the E is that if I ult Ahri, she can't really deal damage anymore, she can't kill people. So, even though I would have loved to ult Thresh for the kill, it's much better if I ult the Ahri there. And they just don't get the kill. You gotta be a little bit careful of Pantheon potentially ulting me here. Okay, getting out the wave. That's good. Looks like we get the Drake. I'd love a little bit more vision or like control around bot side. In the side I have to be a little bit careful for Pantheon. And with top lane just dying, I might just get yanked here. Yeah. Hey, smell that shit out, dude. Smell those rats. Got all the creeps. Looks like We got a little bit invaded there. Nice Q, chunking him a little bit. Oh, damn. There's no way I'm going to get dove, right? I'm getting dove, actually. I guess I should have just reset. I'm just a little bit sad that it's allowed, but I guess top lane solo losing and Smolder's given up, so that's the logical target. It's fine. Okay, next item going to be Leandris. Do we lose turret? We probably lose turret because they got grubbies. Crazy, actually. That is crazy. The good news is that I can ult the Pantheon. I doubt they'll overstay for me here. So I'm gonna gamble it and hard push. I'm gonna check with my Qs though. Now hard pushing this gives me a little bit of tempo. They have the feeds. I can potentially use this tempo into mid. And force play here. Maybe we can collapse on Arif. Wukong moves now. He is clearing some camps. Those camps gotta be cleared, of course. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bait. Plus CC chain. Okay, not too bad. We get out the wave here. So I knew Pantheon was cleaning the bot because of my ward on the Raptors, right? You gotta be a bit careful here. Pantheon does have ult. He can play on bot. Ari still has ult as well, so I don't want to overplay here. I'll just reset. I don't know what's happening on top, but how does he even die? I'm just gonna head top then. I'm gonna catch top wave. Orn can head bot, collect bot wave, and then everything will be fine. Lane assignments are gonna be okay. I can potentially even force someone to respond to top lane. Akali has Ignite, Orn has TP, so we can use that to create number advantages. We're still doing alright in isolation. We are doing a great job keeping our farm up, getting strong. Ooh. That is not ideal. 1 for 1, that's actually good as fuck. Well played, team. Let's see if we can chip away the top turret here. Holy fucking shit, that's a problem. I didn't expect her to just do that. I knew she had no R, but I didn't think she would be able to just annihilate me without ult like that. I really want to play on top side here. Do I have to TP mid? Or not? No, I don't. Just play top here. Akali's base. I don't think we can fight Drake. Maybe we could have. Maybe we... Nah, I think we're too late. Yeah, that's what I thought. I would have loved for my team to open up top side. But since they didn't, now I have to adapt and shift the mid. Because I'd love to get that, you know. But with Akali being gone, she will one-shot me 100-0. Getting mid turret though, that's good. I know this Kuttle's kind of griefing. Okay. Okay, big chunk. Which is alright. She can still 100 to 0 me. So I gotta be hyper careful of that. I'm just cleaning the waves. If I can keep her to respond to waves, I'm in a really good position, because I kinda can't really do much whenever she's responding to waves. So we use the R for lane control there. And since she doesn't have TP, it's not like she can easily go back and regen everything. I'd love to play, but it's a bit too risky. We got the third anyway, it's good enough. Yo. Heraldus. We can't really play anything because we have Wukong without ult. No one's got ult, so we need to wait a bit. So what I'll probably do is let her use all her spells on the wave. And then just do that. And just nuke the wave. Can I push one more? Easy. I'm a fucking Malzahar. What are we doing? Holy shit, what's my Wukong doing? All we need to do is just play for the fight. Just drop the Herald and play for the fight. Holy shit, he just fucking kamikaze for the fucking Herald. Maybe we shouldn't have even played the fight, or if we play the fight, we should probably create a front to back. I think this is also on me, because I didn't properly take control of what I wanted to do. I should have probably dropped top wave, move in behind here, and then front to back with my team, instead of pushing out top. That's really brutal. Now, game is still playable, right? Because we have really good front to back, but this was not a front to back. Can he curve it? Oh, he curves it in that one. He can curve it. Alright, so we're in a pretty tough position right now. Herald is up. I'll open up top because of the fact that... fuck. Top lane wave is pretty ugly. Ari's got 2 items. I'm close. Okay, we got the minions out. Looks like Melio died to Akali, which sucks. I'm probably gonna need to drop top T1. I got my item here. Can I do Herald or Outcome? As long as they're not starting it yet, I'm not porting. They're on it now. Okay, Ari's out. I think I should have waited a little bit with my ult. If I E plus WQ her, that should in and of itself already be enough. Okay, so I can get a deep top lane push out right now. Damn, I didn't get the cannon. Now move mid. I'm putting in. Good chunk. Oh, where the fuck are we going? Why is everybody going so deep? Shit. I lost my flash for no reason there. Yo, fucking Atacam, dude. My bad. We need to stop engaging. It's really hard for us to run towards the enemies. You see that my champion doesn't really function when we're running towards them. We need them to come towards us. Oh, stop engaging. Control chokes. And that's severe DPS. That's the goal. If we can, like, instead of engaging onto them, defend our Sivir with the Wukong ult, then we're in a really good position. Because our Sivir is hurting. She deals more damage than Smolder, even though Smolder is strong right now. Let's push one more. Can probably push one more. I think Akali's reset. Good bush for vision. Akali shows mid, that's good. Ari shows top. Only one that can really do anything here is Pantheon. Now, I doubt that he's here. But I'm still gonna move up top side. Because pushing that extra wave bot doesn't really give me too much. Thank God he lived there. We used Wukong ult for nothing. And we died for nothing. I just ult him in case he wants to flash out. We can't run into the enemies. You can see it again here. It's just not playable for us like that. If we run into them, we just get annihilated. If they run towards us, look what happens. We annihilate them. You see? Just let them run towards us. That's all we need to do. And then we'll just win the fights. So how about we just take the Baron here? That sounds like a great plan to me. That's all we need to do. Just let them run towards us. Can we do that? If the answer to that question is yes, Sivir is going to kill everybody. The answer to that question is no. We're going to get killed by them. And I think it took me a little bit too long this game to realize that. Oh, this might get really funky. Oh, huge, 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 huge. Well done. We can also play Dragon of this. Their main threats are magical damage. So I think a really good fourth item here is Verdant Barrier. And what I'm going to do is, since Pantheon's dead, I trust my team to not die right now. So I can go into top side, push out this wave to prevent enemies getting a cross-map opportunity right here. Now all we need to do is just be really careful there. Yeah, looks like a free push out. I might need to port. I'm gonna port. I've put the thing down first before porting. Now I just port in. Oh boy. Okay, we just gotta make sure to put our body in the area. And because we have this beautiful push out, the enemies are now losing a bunch of waves on top. So we played the top lane wave really well in regards to the threat level. Beautiful. And we have a potential win con on Sol now. So all we're gonna do is just right click together with Sivir and siege mid. We have great sieging. Stand outside of the wave so smaller doesn't proc your shit. Okay, we just buy a bit of space for the Sivir. We killed the Ahri, which is nice. Dead! You're dead! Can't do that shit, dude. And we just win because our Sivir right clicks harder than the enemies. So eventually we won through good macro, right? We had some mistakes here and there, but overall, we let the enemies come towards us instead of us running into them, and we instantly win again. Welcome everybody to the Malzahar live commentary versus Ryze. Now, this in and of itself is not an easy matchup for us because Ryze builds quite a bit of HP, there's a lot of wave clear, but that doesn't change the plan that we're going to have on Malzahar. The main thing that we're going to try to do, get towards our level 7 wave clear breakpoint, get towards our lost chapter, and then we're just going to push waves permanently, kind of ignore the Ryze, and we're going to play with our jungle, look to shove and move. So, that was... So I silenced him, right? Because I wanted to prevent him from flashing. But I don't know what happened to Pantheon. Okay. We're gonna full mute. The teammates are not happy. Especially this guy. This guy was forced to blind pick support. That's horrible, of course. That's horrible. Imagine blind picking. That must be terrible. He started playing with Jam Select already. It's fine. So what we're gonna do is Ryze is no flash. Fine. Nice little Q. We're gonna look to contest the wave quite a bit in the early game with our Q, but not too much that we use too much mana. We just want to contest a little bit. And main thing that we want to do is we want to prevent him getting like this massive position where he can just run us down with level advantage and stuff like that. So as long as we can just CS under tower pretty freely, I'm pretty happy. And if you take E, you can't really do that. The Q cooldown is a little bit shorter. It's easier to use. Now we're going to take E. We don't want to get hit by his AoE, of course. We're doing a pretty nice job farming it up. Unfortunately, bot lane got murdered. Okay, we're going to keep this one main alive here. Just have the wave stack up slightly close towards my side. He's putting on some gas on the pedal. Okay, we're just doing an alright job. We're going to keep this one main alive. Our goal is just to farm up as much as possible and get towards our lost chapter. So the better we can do that, the better it is going to be for me. Stack up our mana flow band a little bit. extend the E duration with my Q. And we're going to try to get some bot side vision here as well. Not sure where Brother Rise is. He might be resetting. If he does, that's okay for me. I don't really care about that. I need to extend my laning phase. Oh, he's ganking top. Alright then. Did not see the top gank coming. I guess it's because Pantheon has no flash. So wave clear on Malzahar is like domino. Right? You just hit one minion, then you hit the next minion. And just jumps from minion to minion like that. You get the creeps. This is pretty fucking losing up here. And the reason why it's losing, because they got Brown. Looks just no flash. I'm gonna try to block some stuff up. Unfortunately, it's not winnable. I thought Brown was more chunked, otherwise I should have pinged that off. That's my bad. I should have communicated a little bit better there. I do not have mana for an E plus W, so we gotta wait a little bit. And now we do have the mana here. And my job is just to CS as much as possible. And we're just gonna have to reset after this one here. A little bit unlucky, Rise getting a little bit fat here. And looks like the team is struggling a bit, but I should have picked that off with Brown being there. Brown's in Jiao is just too fucking strong at this point in the game. Anyways, we are now in a position where we have Lost Chapter. And Lost Chapter is a huge spike for us. We're also going to reach level 6. And this is going to allow us to basically get Prio, Shovel Move. Let's see if we can take over the game with that. He is strong AF. Really strong he is. Okay. I'm just gonna get the wave in like that. So there's a bit of action on top side. I just want to prevent Rise from moving there. I'm going to move there myself. So I'm contesting the wave really well. And this was a really good play by the boys. I'm going to get this, and hard push the next wave here. That's a little bit of an unfortunate spawn of the E. Damn, I lost 2 creeps for no reason there. I'll spawn the W to get a few plates. I'm gonna use my W to block. He can't really do too much to me. Cancel the R prematurely. Make sure to not get hit by Xin Zhao W. That was a pretty fucking disgusting Pantheon ult. Never mind, he's the GOAT. Nice little W at the backhand, a Q at the backhand. Never mind, Pantheon's the fucking GOAT. Sorry for not trusting. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hard push the wave here. Do a nice little reset. And we see that we're just doing our job as Malzahar really well. We're staying alive, we're pushing the waves in, and we're creating, at least trying to create, number advantages. I'm gonna get a controller from this point. Why? Because I'm gonna feel confident that I can keep getting the prio. You can either do Malignance or holy shit, what's going on there? Maybe I should bring them back. Malignance or Blackfire. Versus Rise, I'm gonna go Blackfire. Because of the fact that I need to use it to push it in. Right? Oh, if I landed that, that would be a massive chunk. It's okay. Not too bad. I'm just trying to contest the wave as much as possible. If I landed that Q, that would have been so hard for him to do. I don't think he's on there. No, he spotted me move. My job is to just keep up mid prio again. Okay, big chunk. Braum's out. Hard push next mid wave, then play Grubbies. That's one thing that we're gonna see a lot when playing Malzahar. Just keep up the mid prio. And we're gonna hover now afterwards. Lux did reset, probably suspecting Braum to do the same. Gonna help them move out a little bit. Move back to mid. Now I really want to reset for my black... Never mind, my team's currently playing. I should just keep up tempo here. I can hard push next wave. Xinjiao is definitely on the dragon. This is okay, we get a nice bit of chunk onto the rise here. He has vision. That's totally fine. We get his flash, we get Braum ignite. We take that. Hard push next wave, boys. Fine. Okay, great. So we got Blackfire here. Next item we're gonna buy is Liandry's. Could also go like Rylai's second, especially because the enemies are pretty short range, but I like Liandry's just for the damage. The damage that you gain is just not comparable compared to Rylai's. Rylai's a good third. I'm debating potentially porting bot, but I don't think I'm gonna port anywhere right now. I'm just gonna keep my TP. Malzahar is a champ that can use his TP like a normal control mage. We can also use his TP like a bit of a shove and move oriented champion, which that we are attempting to create man advantages. Braum. What was that? Faker. Now, I really want to get some deep vision so I can like continuously contest the wave hard and deep. I'm gonna get the wave out just like that. And since my control ward's top side, I'm also gonna place this one top side. Valentine has ult. So we might be able to look for a play on mid. I'm gonna give a little bit of space to Rise here. Very important he doesn't die. Okay, nice. I'm gonna give a bit of space. Maybe he starts clearing the wave. No, he feels scared. Otherwise he would start nuking it already. Okay, great. We'll just wait for ult then, and then make the next play. Malzahar's a really ult-bound champ. I don't know about this one. And we're gonna clear in a domino again. I'll play bitch. That was one of my best plays in my career actually. That was Faker's trembling with that one. Huge. Alright. This champ's such free elo, by the way. This champ is so free. Such a good champion to just win games with. Looks like there's a bit of a play happening on bot. They seem to be getting the wave out, so I don't think they're in a bad position. Because the next wave only needs like a lot of time to get it back in. What I can do is I can almost hard push mid and then TP bot if necessary. There's just no wave yet, so I'm gonna hard push mid, then move bot. Wait, they tried to dive him without a wave. Are they stupid? Huge. Does that kill? I don't know if it kills. I'll leave the wave to him though. Gotta catch mid. Okay, so we got T2 top. We're in a pretty good spot. Ooh, I don't want to play without on that rise there. We also get a lot of bot damage right now because Sivir is dead. And we're gonna take mid push deep here. Bam. You gotta be a bit careful. We'll poke them so we get control on bot here. We do have Fantinel. Another outplay for the books here. Oh! I don't know about this one. This is a bit deep. Not bad. Fanti played it pretty well. Okay, we're getting the dragon right now. And our push prio is making sure that we keep like 10 CS per minute in the meantime as well. So Malzahar for you right there, boys. We guarantee this Drake here. I kind of need to answer mid. I think Amumu can answer mid maybe. We're gonna go blue ward because I am not really a side laner, Malzahar. You're more or less a shove and mover. So you don't really want to linger in the side. You kind of want to just nuke waves, get out. And we can use the blue ward for a little bit of safety. I think we should be able to play there, by the way. I don't want to just give that. I'm gonna help Ezreal with mid prio here. Where the fuck is my Mumu? None of them took it. My bad. I overplayed, but at least we get the kill with Ezreal. Give me an assist. No assist, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have been able to buy Leandri's. Yo, my painting is doing some insane damage. I'm gonna wait a bit in base for Leandri's. Even though, nah, we lose a little bit of damage on mid turret, but I can TP afterwards. I just need Leandri's. It's alright to use TPs like this. It's not ideal, but maybe I should have just waited and walked. The wave was gone. My bad. That was not a good TP. Anyway, we can play Leandri's. Rift Herald. That's fine. Just gonna play around neutral objectives right now. Shove out waves, force them to respond. Good chunk. That's a big chunk with my items, by the way. It's a big ass chunk. Yo, Amumu is kind of slow with it. I'm gonna need to push up one more mid. hyper free. Incontestable. Trolling the chokes really well. Making it hard for them to enter. Must be like a ward in there or something. So what we're gonna do right now is we're now gonna play free outcome. We're gonna preemptively cancel the R again. Nice damage that we deal regardless. This should be winning. Huge pick. Oh, we're just gonna siege with the boys. Malzahar is pretty good sieging because of your Q. Your Q poke is immense. For a moment I thought she was missing that shit. Probably do one more here. Yep, can definitely do one more. Where are... Oh my god, why is she... What is she doing? Why did she do that? We're pretty fucking late for the Alticon right now, that's for sure. Yeah. That was just my bad, but I'm fucking annoyed by the fact that we just played bot T2 for no reason there. We should have just taken mid, reset afterwards for Alticon, otherwise we're not on time. That shit kind of pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie. It's fine. Oh, that was such an Omega throw going for bot T2. That was so fucking bad. It is what it is. They can't really do Alticon, I think. I might try. I'm gonna run there. I probably can prevent it. I got R. I deal a lot of fucking damage, so I can definitely prevent it. Looks like they're on Drake. I don't know if I can prevent that. The Ezreal ult is good though. That's fine, we can take Alticon of this. They're completely off tempo. Now we just back off, they use TP, get him another wave mid pry, boys. Oh my god, Ezreal, where the fuck are you going? Get another wave. Yo, how about we just don't start it and force them to respond to mid? Oh, and do I have 4 idiots in my team? Just back off! Holy moly. That's criminal, by the way. That was so fucking criminal what he did there. Criminal gameplay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We now have to try again on the Baron. Okay, we're gonna need to push mid. I think Ezreal's gonna push mid, so I'll head on top. I don't really beat this guy anymore. 1-0 magic is usually enough for bruisers to be fine versus me. We need to play on numbers. She should be pretty scared here. I'd love some hover. I'm not getting hover right now, so I'm gonna need to hover mid. We do have Pantheon ult though. This is playable. Now Pantheon needs to respond. We're now too late. Now we should. Oh, I think it's doable. Since I should. Oh, he's getting 1v1 by Rise. The reset. I can shift mid here probably. I got a bit of prio with my E. Good turn by them. Sucks that he doesn't die. I think he might die to Ezreal. Oh, close. I should have probably expected them to turn with Rise ult. It's a tough game, man. Rise and Sivir are out of control right now. We inted so fucking hard with that Herald. And afterwards on the outcome, we inted so unbelievably hard. That's crazy. Okay, we got the mid wave out. Probably gonna need to drop Drake. Interesting. Drop Drake. Get vision topside. How do we end up there? I don't quite understand how that happens. Gonna need to trade for bot T2. It's probably a game loser this. This loses the game. Sucks. Rise did get cancelled, but I think the others may have not. Maybe we can trap him here, but I think Rise might have ult. Trapping is not that smart, because with Rise ult, we get insta-popped. It's alright. We stalled them a bit. Gotta be careful of Rise R. Nuke the wave. We need to find a way to create a number advantage play. I'm gonna try to play top here. Okay. Smart, smart, smart. We lose a bit for it, but at least we get a bit of tempo. We deny their barons. They can't do much with the baron now. But we'll never win team fights with their comp. Sivir just turned 4.5 items while my Ezreal's pissing out 2.5. So... that's gonna be tough. That's... ooh. Is this legal? Yes, it is. They're just too strong, man, in the front to back. Mumu landed a stun. Got the Sivir, that's alright. Still has R. You gotta be careful of a Camille flank. I need to like ult Rise or something like that. I'd love to get Rabadons. It's gonna make me quite strong. See if we can push one more mid. Blue ward that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get Rabadons on time. I'm gonna try. Don't think it's enough. It's not enough. How big is the Rabadon spike? Is it worth it? Looks died, it's whatever. How do we die there, man? Oh, that's Dracon. Give it. It's unfightable versus their comp. 5 items, Sivir. Get a top lane deep push out. That might be good. I can event probably. Like Omega slowed, no? I guess I did a bit too much. Sivir is just also way too strong. I think we can clear though. We got the Rise kill, which is big. I will lose probably. Shouldn't have died. GG. It was a really free game, but there was just some disgusting plays being made. It happens sometimes. I try my best. GG's. It wasn't the easy game. Oh, is it over? It is over. GG's. Welcome everybody to this Malzahar versus Victor game. Now the truth is, this is a pretty challenging matchup. The reason is that Victor has quite a bit of wave power. He can use his AoE spells to control the waves. And he also has a lot of trading power. So he can really dominate us in the first few levels. But it doesn't really matter. We're still going to play for the Operation 007. And we're just going to sacrifice a few creeps in the game, you know? It's okay. We don't have to have perfect CS. It's great to drop a few casters here and there. We're just going to try to do our best to get the strongest we possibly can. Now, if necessary, I can potentially ward there. This guy is micromanaging me here. I don't really like getting micromanaged, but it's okay. What we're gonna let Victor do is Victor's gonna let him push me in. Get a nice little chunk here. He's gonna get Q back up. That's okay. My goal is to have all of these minions die at the same time, so he doesn't really get opportunities to trade into me. And we just cancel smart attacks for fun. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Okay. He was forced to miss a few creeps there. Yeah, we're dropping a few creeps ourselves, unfortunately. It is what it is. It's just a tough matchup. Nice low Q. Oh, there goes my voice. Not too bad. I'm just gonna stall out the first reset as long as possible. It's just Victor things. I think I slightly overtraded in the early few levels, but it is what it is. Okay, we don't need to reset here. We lost 4 creeps more than him. It's okay. Early reset, not ideal, but we're just gonna need to get the HP back. And now we're gonna try to get towards level 7, and then starting from level 7 we can start really playing the game, you know? Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. That's my bad. That's just really, really, really bad. Not ideal. Okay, so Lee Sin even level 3 ganked me. My wave's in a really awkward position. Let's see if we can get back from this spot. That is really ugly. Our strong side's also like got like solo killed. That's not ideal as well. He's got no pots though. He just used his E. Let's use some offensive defense here. Very nice. Good offensive defense usage. Very nice. I'm just getting wave in like this. So this is good. We're dodging out on some spells here as well. Not too bad. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on this next wave here. Beautiful. And we can now just take a reset. So we're managing it pretty well, using offense as defense. Maybe I should have tried that a little bit earlier. It's not going to hold on bot lane. That's okay. This is okay. We're getting through the tough part of the lane. We still got 2 cookies, so we can survive decently. Brother top lane is not happy. I canceled his base. That's huge. That's going to give me a free pass through the lane here. Nice. We're going to do the exact same thing on the next wave. Or we're just going to hard push the wave in. And if I can keep him in the lane, great. He stayed. We can now just do dragon for free. Because this guy is forced to respond to minion waves. Huge. Very huge. That's the shovel move that we're talking about. Waves in a fine position. That was huge. We used our priority really well. We used offensive defense, got a bit of prio, which I think he really messed up. Him not resetting there gave me that opportunity. So we made some mistakes in the early lane. We got a little bit back, luckily. And now we are ready to take over the map. We're starting to close in on level 7. We got ourselves the Lost Chapter. Now we are like kind of full level down for some reason. Sure. That's a nice little chunk. We're going to need to play with our next ult. Since he just used his E, and we're level 7, we just nuke the waves for free. It's especially going to get easy with the Faded Ashes and the other item. Wait, we're not ganking Bolt? Yep, we're not ganking Bolt. Well played. I'm a little bit slow. Please don't hit me. It's okay. Just gotta be a little bit careful, you know, because there's also like gank threat looming. I still got my TP, so I can basically do whatever I want. This is offense and defense in full action. Really nice stuff. Now I gotta be a little bit careful here. Topside's gone. Yeah, my top lane is fucking running it. I'm gonna give him pry on this one wave. The moment he uses his E, I'm actually gonna step up. And clear the minion wave. And we're just avoiding the 1v1 like this. This is gonna be quite a bit of money until I've got my full completed item. I'm probably just gonna reset right now. TP back. Sell this. And get myself a control ward. Because I'm now a little bit stronger than him. I can keep contesting the vision. And the wave. And that's kind of what I want to do. Very nice. We just get to push out like that. And we're now going to get bot side vision control because that's the side of the map that we're winning. Very nice. What is he doing? And we're doing a bit of shovel move action where we're just hovering down. New waves coming in. Come and go back to mid. I'm just going to keep up the prio like that. Very nice. We get up Prio, and we're just going to instantly hover into bot and complement the jungler. The jungler is really good. Rook is playing some good quality League of Legends. That is just so fucking unlucky, by the way. That's such unlucky timing. If I ult him a little bit earlier and not hesitating, doesn't get his R off, I murder him there. It's okay. Ooh, that's not okay. Triple kill for Draven with Collector. The good thing is, my R button counters the Draven, you know? I can go bot here. Oh, he's getting outplayed. Okay, we got a nice assist. We got mid lane pushing, and we can push the bot lane. So we can force the enemies to respond to us. We already got first bot tower. Not too bad. Get the wave out. We now have ult. And we can potentially shift up and play with the boys. With my R. What's even happening on top? He had counter pick too. I suffered in the bad matchup because top got that counter. That's not good. I have to shift mid, otherwise we're gonna lose mid turret here. At least we get the fucking shutdown on Kalista. We lose the Drake, but we can play top. I can hard push mid, since they drop mid prio here, which is a massive blunder by them, by the way. And even get a bit of damage on mid. I need to contest next mid wave. I don't know if we can actually get turret. Looks like we can. Nice play, Valley. I was a little bit too focused on contesting the wave state there. My bad. I just didn't want to lose mid T1 for free, but I guess it was inevitable. That's a trade we made. It's okay. Next item we're gonna buy is Leandris. This is looking sketchy. He's got no ult. I'm not moving there. I'm moving top. She's 2 items. You could have sent it there. We had a small window. Tournament is going top. Clear the minion, clear the ward here. There's definitely fish in there with how she's hovering. I'm not ulting if not necessary. Okay, not too bad. I don't have flash right now, so my side lane threat is a little bit lower. We can still kill the fucker if we want to, especially with this deep top lane push out that we got. We can turn this into mid and bot prio. Because now someone's forced to respond here, right? It looks to be an EVA TP. Okay. Interesting Skarner build. The new age of Skarner. Wait, no one's responding to bot. Okay, we're trying to force them to respond to my waves. Which we do, and now we just play on a different part on the map. That's what we call shove and move. Now we're gonna make them respond to bot again. See how many minions they're bleeding? Bleeding so many minions. Nice CC chain plus egg. Very nice. And we can now turn this into the dragon. Good tempo trap there. Nice little double Q. Oh my god, we're wiping them. I think Lee Sin's AFK. Not sure when he went AFK, but that's kind of the reason why we're wiping them right now. Oh, never mind. In that case, we just kind of stay here. I really wanted that money, because that money is going to allow me to buy Beyond real soon. I'd love to get one more wave if possible. Should be possible. We're getting the Atacam. Since we have a really deep bot lane push out, it should be pretty free. If I want to reflect about this game, right, I think the biggest problem I made was like the early lane. I contested the victor too much. I pushed the wave too much. I should just let the wave fully come in and play a lot slower and just take it easy, you know? I think I played too fast levels 1 to 3, because the moment I reach level 3, I can actually do something with the push out. I can actually push waves with my spells. But before that, I'm like piss useless. So I needed to play a little bit more careful, drop a few more minions, let the wave come towards me, and then we would be able to play afterwards. Okay. Not sure what the fuck Lee Sin's doing. I'm gonna shift to mid, push and move. Victor was cooking. Wait, what even hit me there? I was Falcos. Oh man, it's just carnage. It is just carnage. We're gonna buy this. Report somewhere. Nah, we can't really get much more than bot in it. That's it. Maybe just flashed. That one was personal, dude. From the lane. Tournament was like, fuck that shit. I need to get a kill back. Now we just play around next neutrals, and it's really hard for them to play, because the thing we're gonna try to do is be early. Make them respond to waves. And then if we can take the area control, we can basically trade their HP for the position. So the moment they walk in, we force them to lose HP. Very nice. Not won yet. It's true. They do have Anivia. If we start throwing right now, we can lose. They also got Victor. He's setting up a trap to Victor. Never mind, he's just taking T2. Hey, that's pretty fucking creative. I gotta give that to him, dude. Okay. We stalled him, so we get free neutrals here. That was well played. It's fine. Shoot Baron. They're not contesting. They got no jungle. Tournament is doing Drake, which is good. We should not fight like this. Not a happy fight that was. Be calm and okay, so we're gonna now look to try the siege. We want to try the siege mid top. Mid wave's Kallista's wave. I'm gonna play on this top wave here. Oh, scheiße, she's waiting for gold. We're not gonna hard push. Damn, I don't understand why we're on bot lane, boys. That lane's auto pushing. Gonna get this wave in. Now move bot. Very nice. So we synced up the wave timers. You see what we did? Both mid and top reach at the same time. So that's gonna give us a short window. Now press the siege machine. It's a lot of fucking damage. Nice Q, big chunk. Huge. It's Draven versus the Will. But Draven's getting chased, so pretty free victory here. Yeah, so the early lane was a little bit rusty. But, you know, you can see why we do Operation 007 and what the ID behind it is. But in hindsight, you know, I think we pulled it back. I think we abused one fundamental mistake from this guy. And we instantly got into the position where we won the lane and was able to translate our pressure. So, GG's. I kind of want to look at one thing in the review here, which was my first few waves. What I should have done here differently. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm out-attacking too much here. What I should actually do is chill, not do anything, let the wave push towards me, have these minions, these first few minions all die at the same time. And the way I do that is by matching out-attacks, making them all low at the same time, and then using my Q to finish them off. That's one way of going about it. Or I should have all of the minions die at similar times as Victor minions, so that he can't hit me while I can then CS. Otherwise he's going to bleed CS himself. But because this awkward wave state and how far it's now towards Victor, it's just a slightly awkward position. I have to early reset. I now come back. And it's okay if I don't get like Lee Sin ganked here. But it could have been a little bit better. My leaning here was really, really off. Matter of fact, I don't really have full information. I didn't really know where he was because he didn't spot on any wards, right? So, understandably, that it got a little bit confusing, but the timer was so late that there was basically no other way for him to be topside, you know? Otherwise, we would have probably already seen him gank bot or mid before on the previous timer. Because Wukong invaded him, of course. The timer was really, really, really late. He must have been topside. So there was not that good recognition from me. But yeah, afterwards, I do a really nice job using offense as defense. And actually getting pushed in the lane, getting towards my level 6, keeping him pinned. He used one massive mistake when it comes to his reset. The fact that he didn't reset means that he couldn't contest me here. I just kept pushing him in. And then we get into the position where we ult the Draven. We CC the Draven. Draven dies. Bot lane's ruined. And we won the game from here with Wukong.